Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining us. Welcome to today's final microlearning session that focuses on mental health concerns and where digital inclusion overlaps for support and resources. I'm the facilitator, Julie Heller, Program Manager for Digital Inclusion. Freschta Naseri from Afghanistan is the subject matter expert with lived experience, and Megan Rafferty is the Training Officer for Mental Health and Wellness. Welcome. Today, we are going to conclude a 6-session microlearning series. Again, thank you for joining us for the last few months. And if today is your very first day, welcome. Each day, we have followed an animated character that is based off of real-life cases and recognizing a different mental health concern through their resettlement journey. This is always followed by recommended resources. This presentation introduces technology as a complementary mental health service and focuses on tech that has realistic accessibility rates in the realm of resettlement. Today's area of concern is the focus of trauma, and we have a twofold learning objective. So by the end of this session, you will be able to first of all, recognize common mental health concerns Afghan families face at different stages of their resettlement journey. And secondly, identify ways to integrate technological tools and resources in supporting Afghan newcomers seeking mental, social, and emotional health services. Last week, we met Zohra, and today we will continue on her resettlement journey. We will watch a 5-minute animation of her as she continues. Her concerns this week will center around post-traumatic stress, and she will look for ways to cope using technology. Any questions, as always, can be submitted in the Q&A box and will be discussed afterwards, and recommended resources will follow. We will email any responses if a question did not get the time today.
This animation depicts how new technologies can support Afghan newcomers in addressing the mental health concerns they may experience during their resettlement journey. Zohra, a 29-year-old Pashtun mother, continues her resettlement journey 1 year later, still without her son. Zohra now works a full-time job, takes ESL classes at her local community college, and is looking for a second part-time job to be able to support her family in Afghanistan. She needs to pay for their immigration case fees and save up for when they arrive in the U.S. Zohra is looking through her bills. She is specifically concerned about the way she wants to support her family financially. Zohra's thinking begins to spiral out of her control. One minor inconvenience can trigger feelings of catastrophic dread. Just the sight of children on a playground reminds Zohra of when she fled Afghanistan. She often experiences flashbacks, reliving traumatic moments in her life as though they were happening now.
دختری تو باید بری به خاطر حفظ جان بچه باید او را در جای بلی تو به خاطر حفظ جان از مو باید فرار کنی.
The drive to the airport was filled with fear. The Taliban could have appeared from anywhere at any moment to stop Zohra. Zohra remembers leaving her home that day very vividly. Sometimes the memory shows up in nightmares. Zohra meets with Christina once a week now. In one of her office visits, Christina introduces Zohra to virtual reality VR therapy. With a VR headset, which uses motion-sensitive technology to reflect a user's movements in the on-screen images, clients can practice navigating unfamiliar situations in a low-stress environment.
How have you been this week, Zohra?
I try to relax, but as you know, my mind is racing between past and present. My family is not here. I need to find a second job. But I am so busy with appointments, work, and English class.
Are you ready to try the VR headset? Where do you want to visit today?
Somewhere peaceful in nature, maybe a forest.
Got it. Let me prepare the video for you. Please, take a seat.
We join Zohra's immersive experience by listening in to the natural calming sounds of the forest.
Let's finish with a deep breath in through your nose, hold for a few seconds, then breathe out through your mouth. Let's repeat this multiple times.
Thank you so much, Christina. This is so helpful. When I am in the headset, I don't get distracted by my thoughts. I feel present. It helps me to clear my mind.
I'm so glad that you find this helpful. Even though you don't have a VR headset at home, you can use these visualizations and breathing practices anytime to help you relax when you're feeling stressed.
At their weekly check-ins, Christina provides Zora VR simulations of new environments. Combined with breathing exercises, these help Zora relax her mind and reduce overthinking and stress. Be sure to check out switchboardta.org and visit the many resource links, like the Virtual Reality in Resettlement Toolkit.
Okay, and we do have a Slido question for you. So if you would pull out your phone and use your camera, capture the QR code, or you can join us at slido.com and use the number 2474949 and engage by answering the question, how does Zohra's use of technology effectively support her with concerns around post-traumatic stress? So again, we'll pause for just a few moments, give you time to engage with that question. It is, how does Zohra's use of technology effectively support her with concerns around post-traumatic stress? So we got some really good answers coming in. A couple of people definitely help calm her mind, to breathe, to feel safe. A calming effect, help her feel safe and calm, all right. Helped her, all correct. Helped her to imagine a calm place. The VR program allowed her to find moments of peace and calm. Again, a lot of these answers centering around feeling safe and calm, which are all right on the mark. Calming and centered, helped to clear her mind. She disconnected from bad feelings and thoughts. All wonderful answers. She uses technology well and effectively, helps her to relax. Sometimes can be a bit superficial, but temporary relief. For sure, it's a temporarily a good thing to do, but if she can practice those and keep at them, maybe it can have some longer term effects. A calming, feeling safe, all good answers, feel safe and calming. A couple more people are still typing. We'll give them just a moment. Helps clear her mind, to calm her nerves and overthinking. Yeah, wonderful. What great answers. Again, this is a beginning conversation around some of these new steps, or remembering some of these steps, or providing resources that are out there that maybe aren't being utilized to their capacity. So VR is a really great way to begin that conversation. Technology showed how visualization can help bring a calming effect. Yes, her case manager has a way of talking to her that was effective. Just for a few minutes, she can forget some bad memories for sure. When she uses the VR, she forgets her past. Really great answers. Thank you if you participated in our Slido. There are some really great action steps that you can take. So potential steps, you can encourage the use of virtual reality VR headsets, which can simulate those immersive environments. And again, public libraries are always a great way to discover some free technological resources. And we've just mentioned this in the last part. You can submit a technical assistance to request Switchboard for VR support specifically. So those are all really great steps. There are also some good touch points for some recommended resources. So again, Switchboard provides free personalized technical assistance for eligible newcomers. Our services go beyond just VR, but there are things like consultation calls, webinars, workshops, in-person training, data, and research. There's a lot there, so please make sure you visit switchboard.org for a little bit more information. And you can always, of course, submit a TA request. So the toolkit developed by Switchboard offers refugee service providers an introduction to VR. So if you're new to this, this is a great opportunity. And it's in the context of resettlement and integration programming. So through this guide, users can learn promising practices for integrating VR as a training tool in programs that support refugees and other newcomers. Future Switchboard resources will provide more detail about technical training processes of using VR. There are many apps. Interworld is also an app that comes to mind where clients are fully immersed in virtual worlds, and you can learn evidence-based mental health tools and receive support where clients can feel safe. And again, just a quick reminder about telehealth, teletherapy. During VR therapy, the therapist has the ability to monitor and control what the client is seeing, and people can use VR for self-help, or therapists may suggest VR for more along the lines for homework between sessions. So that's a great way too. This is also wonderful. Helping make VR therapy more accessible is the Society for Virtual Reality Therapy, svrt.org. So some great recommended resources there for you if you'd like. There are some learning objectives we'd like to cover. So now you should be able to do the following two things. First, recognize common mental health concerns Afghan families encounter at different stages of their resettlement journey, and identify ways to integrate technological tools and resources supporting Afghan newcomers seeking mental, social, and emotional health services. If you want to pause for just a few seconds and scan the QR code, there are 5 questions, 60 seconds. You can help us improve. There's also a Q&A if you'd like to drop that. We usually do a Q&A, so if you'd like to drop that in the chat, we can do that, or you can also email me at julie.heller@rescue.org. Again, julie.heller@rescue.org if you'd like to ask a question and receive more personalized feedback. And again, we'll pause to allow you to scan the QR code, address the 5 questions, and help us improve these types of micro-learning trainings. Okay, thank you for joining us. So this concludes our micro-learning session. We appreciate you participating. And again, there's the Q&A. If you want to put something into that, we will address that at some point, either through a personalized email, or if you have a quick typing, you can get it in now. But thank you for joining us. This concludes our micro-learning series around the overlap of mental health and digital inclusion. Please reach out if you'd like personal support or technical assistance through the Switchboard website. Again, thank you for joining us. It's been a pleasure. I hope you have a really super week.